Hey, hey, it's Jose, here to slay. Where's for? But for him, now tell me, player. Hey you guys, I'm back for another video, and in this video I am doing a get ready with me. As you can tell, I got my eyebrows already done. And with this get ready with me, I just want to talk about like a few new things that are going on in my life, okay? So we can just get started. So first, what I'm going to do, don't mind me, I gotta be on some ratchet crap, but I need to find my primer. Here's my primer. I use the Fenty Beauty Primer, Pro Filter Instant Retouch Primer, because I asked the girl at Sephora to give me something that gives me a little bit of glow, you know, for like good skin. I have like an oily T-zone and things like that. She said this will be perfect, so whatever. I would have did my eyebrows on camera, but they're literally sisters, not twins, so I'm just gonna apply this on. So one new thing that's going on in my life is, as you guys may know if you have been keeping up with me, is the fact that now I am going from pills to shots. So I'm sorry, I'm looking at the mirror because I don't know where my face is apparently. So I went from pills to shots, and I guess I give you guys a rundown of how the shots have affected me over the past 2 years. Now, maybe like 2 months after I started the pills, I started to feel like maybe I should do shots. I don't know why, but I just was like, maybe I should. But I never got around to doing it. One thing I do is I put, this is Sephora brand. It's called Bright Future. What color is this? Caramel or cream caramel. I use this concealer. I'm going to put this under my eyes. I'm going to apply it before I apply my foundation. And I'll just give you a rundown why. First of all, I got black marks under my eyes, so we'll just use that. Anyway, so how I felt when I started to take the pills, I was okay at first, and then all of a sudden, like, mood swings started to come. And I started to get like, you know, soreness in my breast tissue and things of that nature. So I'm like, okay, this stuff is on point, it's working. I hope you guys feel like I'm talking to you. I'm just looking in the mirror because I want to make sure I apply this in the right spots. Let's get that mustache. Yeah, and I started to feel like, okay, well, this is working. I don't really need, you know, the shots and blah, blah, blah. Plus, I didn't want to really give myself needles. Like, if that makes any sense, I didn't want to give myself a needle. So one little trick that I do is I let my concealer dry a little bit. Now, one thing about Rihanna's concealer that comes with the trio is that the fact that it's already kind of dry and matte. It's kind of like it's a roll-on kind of situation. So you don't have to dry, you could just go. But the reason why I put this on my eyes and like around my mouth and stuff first is because it's dark and I don't want to put my foundation on and put it on there and I have to keep applying concealer. So I kind of want to brighten myself back up and then go on with my foundation. But I was getting the mood swings and I was getting the cravings, I was gaining the weight, so on and so forth. And time went past. But within the 2 years, that's really all that, you know, that came of it. Beauty blender. That's really all that came of it. Like my breast tissue like started to get, you know, a little fatter and things like that. So I'm not saying that the pills did not do justice, because they did. And I can't compare them to the shots because I just started. But after all like the forums and stuff that I've read about people, and you know, people's like, oh, I'm getting this and this is working quicker and blah, 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 well, so have you. I'm like, all right, well, maybe I should, you know, switch it up. That's the reason why I was like, let me think about it. Now, like I said, I was not gung-ho about the thought of giving myself a needle. And I'm thinking every day because I didn't know what was to come of this, because I've never done anything like this before. It's all about blending. So blend to your heart desires. I don't know if I'm doing lashes because I don't think I am. It's Easter. Like, you need to relax a little bit. Anyway, And I was just like, okay, well, this is happening, but is this really happening? Like, it doesn't really feel like it's really moving. And at some point, it started to feel like it was at a standstill. So, like, in between, maybe, like, between my 1 year and then, like, 6 months after that, between that time, it felt like nothing was happening. Like, I was just taking pills just to be taking pills. And I didn't like that feeling because it was just like, all right, what am I doing? Then I came off my pills because I could not get my scripts filled for so on and so forth, other reasons, and it made me feel like crap. Like, my heart was always racing. Like, I kept getting migraines. Like, it was bad. Like, that's just how it feels when, you know, people come down off of drugs and stuff like that. Now, this has become a routine in my life for the past year and some change, and then I'm off of them. And it's like, what am I expecting my body to do? Just to be like, oh, okay, it's cool. You don't want to take the pills no more, neither do we. It doesn't work that way. So, repercussions was, I started to feel it. And that was not a pretty sight. It wasn't pretty. It wasn't fun. I was not feeling it whatsoever. Anyway, fast forward. I started taking my pills again. I was back on the ball. And then, my 2-year mark being on HRT was February 22nd this year. So that was 2 years. And then it was my 1 year SRS post-op March 7th. So Wednesday, I don't remember what the date was, the 20 something, I don't know, 29th or whatever. That was the day that I decided to go get my shots. Basically, you have to learn how to use a needle. You have to learn how to use it on yourself. I use this brush. This brush is pretty cute. It's a unicorn brush. I don't know. I just got them at TJ Maxx, I want to say. And also, my Fenty Beauty color is darker than my skin tone because I'm going to be wearing this forever. And you know my summer color is a little darker. So I spread this out. I know that people, when they do their foundation, like they basically put it all over their face. Like, I do that, but not like glumps and glumps and glumps of foundation. I'm not into that. I don't know why. I don't like a lot of makeup on my face. So anyway, let me make sure this is... I went there, I learned how to do it or whatever. Like, the girl at the office, she was pretty cool. At first, I felt like I had to go off on her. Because, so what happened is, I had to go down and get my needles first. Because you have to get your prescription first. Then, you have to go upstairs back... Well, this is at the Mazzoni Center out in Philly. You go back upstairs, and when you get back upstairs, they bring you in and they show you how to use your first one. Like, they don't do it for you, you do it yourself. They just give you the rules and regulations and tell you what to do. Which is good, because who learns without, you know, touching? Look at me coming off with the head. So, when I went downstairs, they gave me one bag. I took the bag upstairs. I didn't open it or nothing. I just went upstairs. I'm gonna put a little bit more foundation. Usually I don't ever do this, but I feel like I'm a little missing stuff. So I went back upstairs and I went back to the teaching, and she's like, where are your needles? I'm like, I don't know, they didn't give me none. She was like, okay, and how are you supposed to do this without needles? I'm like, so she wasn't talking, like, she was pointing that towards the pharmacist downstairs. She wasn't doing that towards me. She was like, they keep doing this, but she didn't specify that either. And I felt like I wanted to say something. Let's be real. But anyway, she wound up teaching me. She was actually nice, and we talked about it, or whatever the case may be. And also, like, this is just a disclaimer. They saying that they're about to start, they're about to discontinue shots, like, nationwide. Like, this isn't about to be just a thing. So they don't have a higher dosage, which you can do, I guess, once a month, like you would with trans men and how to get their testosterone. They do theirs like once a month. So they don't have that high dosage anymore. They got rid of that completely. And now they're working with a lower dosage. I think it's like 20 milligrams or some crap, like, or 10 milligrams or something like that. And you have to do it once a week. So since it was a Wednesday, I have to do it every single Wednesday. Every single Wednesday. Let me just blend this in really good. Every single Wednesday, I have to take a shot. Now, I'm going to give you guys the ups and downs of my first time actually experiencing myself, injecting myself or whatever. Now I'm going back in since I've got my foundation on. I'm a little bit darker. Let's kill it. This is Rihanna's concealer. it's a stick. Like I said, it is not, it's pretty like matte-ish looking. So what I do is I drag that up and I clean up whatever darkness is still there. Because who wants dark rings around their eyes? My iron's pretty probably low and I haven't been eating right, sleeping right. Ugh, it's always something. So, anyway, once they said they was going to get rid of the pills and we got all this done, blah, 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 so on and so forth, and I took my shot, it was cool. Like, it didn't hurt. Like, putting the shot, doing the shot in my leg, doing it myself, going in, it didn't hurt. It was fine. But the serum is very, like, thick. And since it's so thick, you can't just, like, squeeze it in and it goes in. It does not like that. Like, you really have to, like, work it in there. You have to, like, push it and, like, keep pushing it until it's all gone. And then I talked to some girl and she told me that it's thick that it sits there until your body absorbs it. Makes sense. So now what I do with this is I roll it on because I honestly don't feel like you need to do too much. You don't want to take the concealer back off. So I just kind of like roll it on sometimes. Anyway, once that came to a conclusion, once I got it in, it was cool. It was fine. And then she was like, how does it feel? And I could not explain the feeling to her. Like I couldn't, like, I don't know why I could not explain it. I also put the remainder concealer like here. I don't add concealer because I don't want it to be too like bright, but I do clean this up over here because I'm gonna add my contour lines and crap. Okay, so after that or whatever, I'm trying to explain to her how it felt, but it felt very uncomfortable, and it also felt like somebody just punched me in my leg, and like they didn't just do it, but they did it to the point where now I'm starting to feel it later. You know how you hit something and it doesn't feel like nothing until later on? Current schmoo. So, I'm basically like, okay, sis, well, I don't know how to explain this to you, but it feels different. It feels weird and blase, 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 what have you. I'm just looking at this. Now I'm about to go in really quickly with the contour stick. Love this because it is bomb.com. I go right under my cheekbones. I don't really need to do this because I kind of have a natural, like I said before, contour line. Let me put this up. And this is how I usually put mine on. And then I dab some down here to bring out the color down there. You don't want it to be too white because then that looks weird to me. I'll bring this down a little bit further too on my forehead just because it's going to be really, really bright. Anywho, so let me find my other brush. Here's Cisco. This is like a little slanted brush, but it's kind of like the foundation brush, but it's just smaller. So once I got home, I was cool and I'm just like a little bit excited. Oh, and let me tell y'all real quick. Let me take this off. Let me tell y'all really quick. That price. Okay, so I have my insurance that I have is Cigna. I have Cigna with my job or whatever, and the pills, the serum was $40, and that is for, is it 10 doses? I think 10 doses, 20. So it's 20 altogether, so you spread it out 20 times a week. I think it's like 4 months or some crap like that. Something along those lines. Then, or five months, maybe something along those 4.5 months or some crap like that. Then I went upstairs and then I came backstairs and I had to pay $20 more for the freaking needles. Now the needles last for 5 months. I know that for certain. I think they give you like 50 or something. I don't know, something along those lines. So that's the only thing that I did not like. Like, I'm going from, I mean, it does last months after months because you gotta think about it. When I used to pay $10 when I first started. For 10 for the hormone, what is it called? The estradiol, and $10 for the spironolactone. I was paying $10 each, so I was paying $20 every time I'm doing my medicine once a month. So $20 for 5 months is $100. Okay. Then you think about it, when I changed my insurance to Cigna and I was still doing the pills, I was paying $15 a script. So $15, 15 is 60, and then another 15 equals $75. Then it was $75 because I was only paying for the estradiol. So that's another it was $75 for 5 months. Now I'm paying for this, and I'm basically paying $60, but $60 lasts me for basically the 5 months. So I'm saving money rather than spending more. Plus, when you're taking the injections, when you're doing the injections, you basically get more for your buck just because you get everything. You don't just get, you know, whatever your body consumes from the pill, because the pill, you know, you put it in your mouth, some of it comes off there, or going down your throat, come off there, blah, 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 so on and so forth. So when it finally gets to where it needs to be, are you getting that much estrogen? This is just my thought process on the situation. Not sure if that's how it really, truly works, but that's my thought process on the situation. I don't really know science that well, but I feel like that's the reason why that, you know, you don't get many results. So now currently, this is Sunday. This is Easter. Happy Easter, everybody. And my leg doesn't hurt. It stopped hurting yesterday, which was that Saturday. It took like 3 days for it to stop hurting because it felt like I went to the gym and I didn't stretch before I worked out. That's the way it made my leg, my whole thigh feel. Not my leg, but just my thigh. Because that's where I put it at. Because you can put it in your butt or you can put it in your muscle in your thigh. And I decided my thigh because I'm not about to have nobody stick in my butt. Because they usually want other people to do that for you when that's happening. I don't have no significant other, none of that. And I'm not really about to have my siblings grabbing my butt and poking me with a needle.
Don't trust it. Though I still love him, no longer want him, but I'm looking at his cousin. Kind of buzzing, loose off the goose.
You feel me? Okay, so basically after that started to wear down, I started to feel a little bit better about it. And I'm happy that, I might could fix this eyebrow. I'm happy that I switched over. I don't know how it's going to be for the next few months or whatever the case may be, but I know that my breasts have grown, and it's not because of the shots. It's just because, like, I mean, I know that was a helping. Okay, let's blend this out with my finger. Oh crap, I kind of screwed that up. Blend this out with my finger. Okay, so anywho, I'm gonna see how it goes, and I guess I can keep you guys updated or posted on how we're gonna handle that situation. Okay, so now what I do is I'm gonna bake under my eyes. Now this is, let me read this. This is Laura Mercier, I know that for certain, and this is the translucent medium deep. And I was like, I want to bake. I told the girl at the thing, like, I want to start baking. I don't know what that is, but I want to do it. Everybody's doing it. And she was like, she showed me this. And I'm like, girl, I already got that. I didn't know that was to bake with. That's how you know I'm not like a makeup guru, but I do my makeup. So I guess I could just show you guys how I obtain like my natural looking looks. So anyway, I'm going to apply that under my eye. Not too crazy, but I kind of like dip it with the brush and I just kind of like put it under my eye. I like the way like the color it brings it out to be. Then I also put it on my forehead. Don't know why, but why not? Might as well get some on that nose, right? Bake that nose. So I guess you bake the top half of your face. Okay. Now, while I let this sit here for a little bit before I like dust the rest of the excess away, what I'm going to do is I like to take, where is sis at? Stop playing with me. Here she go. Now this is the Jordana Glow and Go. This is the stick that I use. You guys seen this? And I put this over my eyelids because hooded eyes, y'all see it, right? I have hooded eyes, so I don't particularly like to use eyeshadow. I'm not really into it because I don't know how to use it. That's the only reason why. But when I start learning how to do it, pull up. So I'm going to apply this to my eyes while I bake for a little bit. And this is probably all backwards. But oh well, not a guru, but this is my way of doing stuff. You want to obtain my look the way I do it, then you gonna watch. So, because I'm about to go to my friend's party, actually. She's not a party, but she's doing Easter egg hunt for the kids. I'll probably leave. She knew I would be, so hope she ain't tripping because she signed up for me, okay? Okay, and I am going to pat this in. Just to like clean it up. You don't want it to just look like you done drew some lines. So kind of like blending it in. And doing that. But like I said, I'm kind of happy that I have the injections happening. And I'm going to tell you guys and keep y'all posted on how that is going. And if that is going to get any better. Or if it's worse for me. Or if I'm going to switch back. I honestly may rock out with this until they discontinue it, but who knows? We'll see. I don't even know how it's going to feel to have my next shot. Okay, y'all, so I'm actually done doing my makeup. So what I'm about to do now actually is my hair. And I guess we could do that together. Y'all see these tracks? Stop playing with it. So I'm going to separate my leave-out. Let me start my car. Started. So I'm going to brush my hair out. I was thinking about straightening this, but nah, let's just stick with the sort of deep wave situation. I'm still waiting to get this whole surgery done because I want to get this revision and get myself back together. She wants to do it in the summertime. I'm a little about that. I want to do it in the winter. I'm not going to be out of work that long, so luckily my job is light duty, period. So even if I do go back, I don't have to like strain my body. I'm gonna just get a note saying like, hey, she gotta sit down, or she gotta stand up, or she just needs to be on bed rest. Something along those lines. But well, now I've been really feeling myself lately. Not that I don't really usually always feel myself, but I've been wanting to take care of like my skin and my hair and things like that. Okay, this can go back here and we can start working on bang. I don't know where my other comb is at. Like, they be coming in my room just using my stuff. So I don't know if... Let's get a cute little part. Nothing serious. Okay. This part looks decent. I'm probably gonna have to spray my face with the all-nighter spray one more time. I'm sorry I don't be talking that much when it comes to doing the hair, but I have to concentrate because this is my hair. And sis is not trying to screw this up and then be bald-headed. It's already bad enough that I am flat ironing my hair and what so have you. Okay, and then I use this is Moroccan argan oil. I use a little bit, like it's not even the size of a dime. Then I put everything down, run my fingers through it, so this thing could still pop. This color is really bright on my cheek. It's a little too bright, so I will be fixing that because I'm not really feeling it. Okay, so this is a little bit too pink for me, so I'm going to get rid of it. Some way, shape, or form, I'm going to make this less bright. What I'll do is I'll go in so I have like a darker color in here. Either one of these two I'm going to use. And I'm going to overshadow the pink. Like I still want it to be incorporated, but not as much. They said fan brushes are a joke. Alright, then one more time. My lips look good. Oh crap, I didn't even look at this side. It kind of looks good though. Why look I ain't putting it on? Maybe I just really like the spray. Davion! Davion! Wake him up! We out. I'm thinking he outside kicking it and he is asleep. Okay. My hair is pretty decent, so I'm gonna just... What I do when I have like leave out and crap like that, I'll take the leave out with the hair and I'll like bump it still. Or add heat to it so it can kind of blend. Okay, so this is as much video as we're gonna get out of me, y'all. All the videos at the top, make sure you guys click on those past videos that you have missed. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe if you're new to my channel. Hit the subscribe button because you will not be disappointed. Okay, turn the notification bell. It is down here. Turn it on and get everything that I post. Is my poster on point. I just want to say that I love you guys. Be true to you. Pieces.